Rising. Hello, collective. This is Divinely Guided Chosen Starseed Spiritual 777. How y'all doing? It's a Good Friday. You know, when you're trying to do something, and you know it's a lot of people around, when you know you're in here trying to speak. I have had so much, this energy that I have in the Hierophant has been the teaching, the priesthood, and marriages and contracts and deeds has been a tug of war. And I always kind of remind me of, I guess, 2023. And you know, 23 has to do with 5, right? But you added. So, as the year of 2023, 23 is 5, right? Now we're in 2024, 6, but 7 and 8. But it's the numbers, like, so it's been in that terrifying energy, and that to me would be in the fifth house. Fifth house has to do with Leo, you know, and it's been strong. And you're dealing with an empress, the king, and you're dealing with a lot of groups and societies and about the same thing. It's like, it's, to my understanding, is the who is in the position of the king and who's going to place in the seat and who's going to take away of something that was given. You know, it's like, you know, in the spiritual, in the Bible, it'll tell you about the revealing of revelation, and it's going to be a time that there's going to be an antichrist, right? That means it's going to be somebody who's going to be in a position, and that's not really anti. It's like, if you pay out to anti is not even a, it's come against it. It's like, it's not even a king, you know. It is a something distant, and also is distant, but also it is division, right? And the anti is not, it's like, if you pay, it's like it's not real, it's not the fake, it's like, it's not truthful, or it's not even real, if that makes sense. Meaning that I believe it's just the lessons of it, of all the strong P's has the, as the as the letter P, but also it has different type of functions of the words, and it gives you that, a positive and a negative in different types of the words of P, and it can be masterful. It can tell you all kinds of things that we do, but it's, I never seen such as this time have been about the teaching and the prophets, the poets, and the fighting and the competition of the king and the empress and the women and the men and the social, I call it groups, and socializing of things. And it's the 3/5 to me, but it is 5/5, and what that means, as a 10 has been separated for challenges and chaos, and it's been a lot, especially different in your different type of P's. Can be psychic abilities, or it can be different types of things that you do, lyrics, make poems, or written or writings, or rhymes, or it could be all kinds of things, but it has something to do with influencing. I have never seen such, and it's like, it's coming to stop the speech. You know, it's like the projecting of it, seeing visionary that we're seeing. Is it real or is it fake? Or is it someone putting in a position as a projecting of imaging that it's not even who they really are? So we're in a time of a time for that. I mean, it was 2017, and this on a video. They, you know how they always put another video that's already had made, right? And I remember, I know it was 2016 or 2017. it was going to be a time that a lot of things was going to be real fast, and the purpose was going to be 5G, and it was the purpose. What was about that? It was about imaging and visionary, how to make what's really um, more than what it is, because you with your vision they can use as the energy for what you see and put in illusional type of state. So this is basically it's illusional times. That means of dark times, how people do things with the arts. And I have never seen such, but as far as watching movies. And the movies is going to give you some of the information, but still the point that when your education as that you normally as you live in, that you really I realize we don't really know about the subconscious as much as the arts per se, okay? And the ones that are coming and getting the I guess unhidden things of knowledge, that we're understanding that certain things with subconscious is totally different as conscious, and it's a different type of world. But you have some people that have that knowledge. It's like the serpent of the a serpent, and we're dealing with a serpent king. And the last my understanding, the serpent king has to do with French, and French has to do what the French was at a point of time. And this we're dealing with that. Some people are anti. It's trying to be something, and it depends on the marriages of the bloodline of what we're in a time of a seed of a person. And some people don't feel like that you're not as a like right now. They stating that you're too emotional and not to be in the seat. It's like the judicial type of seat. I think that was BET, and it was I think Woman King, and the judge was on the end on it. It was like she was a lawyer. Well, she was a judge, and it said that she was emotional. She wasn't the right person to be judged. But after all that happened, it was more to it. It was a lot of things in that movie. But at the end of it, it was someone had put in a position and someone that she knew. But it was like she knew that the guy really did it, but he had another brother. It's really good, but I believe it's on Netflix. I mean BET. Yes, BET. But I think it's BET. But anyway, if it's not, it's another on the network. But it's like it's a time of things, and that's not hasn't been in a long time. And it seemed like the women is, when I knew certain as artists said, it's time's up, and time's up is a time for something. But I knew this is the time of Aquarius, and that means Aquarius is a rotation of water and a foot on there and in the water, and it's a cup. So to me, it's constantly or to clean things, and also giving you more of that watery energy, and giving you more emotional, and also giving you a lot of knowledge constantly. And constantly has to do with looping and how you looper. It's a looper. If you know what a looper is, a person that is a producer would know that, right? And also, it's constantly if you decide that you want to repeat something over and over again. And my understanding, different types of languages and different type of cultures, and they say in one of different type of there was a constant of a repeat um, of knowledge, and said it was not necessary. It was wicked. But then you understand why it wouldn't be wicked. It's because how to it's like something come in between and rewind it. Something like a switcheroo, what they call a long time ago, to be like a two switch whoops, and with that, with the intel to hit you with the back end instead of not to bite you. But that switcheroo is something to rewind to, as you walking forward, they'll take the rope and have you go back to the opposite. And then you know you was going forward, but then it turn you around. and you forgot what you was doing. I take it that it's like this is the time of illusional time. That they one thing is said about the arts, that I pay attention on what I do, and when someone coming against me, I know that when my mind is going forward and someone is doing like that, that means somebody is constantly trying to take you go forward. When you're trying to go forward, someone's trying to turn you around. You know, it kind of remind me of a time of I guess that happened with Martin Luther King, and they give you that energy that when we were our ancestors, we was trying to be able to not to be separation, and knowing that we should be coming together as a whole. And you know, it's one thing that says there's nobody's gonna turn me around, and it's like going forward and keep on walking, keep on talking, and it seems like somebody wants to stop your speech, and it's been how long? 11 minutes on that. So it's justice. That's where it is. I mean, I just have to go with the flow. It says right here. Now, this card I was looking at I was on here on my cards, and I was gonna use my regular cards, as in the deck cards. You know, that's the regular playing cards, and I have forgot certain things. You do so much, and sometimes I notice that we're at a time the remembering has been challenging to keep some of the knowledge that you're supposed to. And that time I always write, because I know sometimes by the time I do that, it's like you forget a lot. It's because somebody's trying to take you in that remind me of somebody's trying to put as a I worked with a lot of senior citizens, and in the dimensions, it's like giving you the Alzheimer's and dimensions, right? But if you paid any attention, and when I did study about those different type of diseases or dis-ease, is 9 out of 10 is somebody pulling the energy from somebody. Now that means somebody pulling, and these dimensions are different ships. So when you become as a child, you're young, but when you get older, you come back as a young a child. It's giving you that energy that sometimes has been borrowed but taken away. It's a lot of things, but you know, it is what it is. The dissenting meaning of justice opinions. Primary time is a tabs. It's a dissent. It's called a diss. When it's a diss, it's a diss. It's like somebody dissing you. Opinion to refers to an opinion written by an appellate judge or a Supreme Court justice who disagrees with the majority opinion in a given case. A party who writes a dissenting options and said to dissent, and give you that Amos, I call it Amos 3:3. That means, I think the last video, the first one didn't go through. The second one I had the information, and I might have to put it back in there because it has something to do with that. And it tells you about agreeing. And if two parties and two people, and which of the video was about the masculine and feminine, and if you two people cannot get along, that means agreeing. Then one needs to walk, and the other one has to be is to be free. Okay, if you cannot agree, then the best thing to do is separation and move on, and it's separation apart. And if you can't get it together, so to me, this is maybe some tied to it, what I'm finna say. But to my understanding, if you can't get along with a person and no agreements, there needs to be separation and to let one be free with both parties. Okay. Now the jury in here, it says defend. It says defend reach out of a plaintiff in New J, and that's New Justice. Informal is information and informal. So giving you New Justice, or somebody could be resonate in New Jersey, but it's about New Justice. New Justice is going to give you the Aquarius time of Aquarius. That means that's justice, giving you more of a karma justice too. And then we're in the Libra energy. Then you're giving you about the relationships of that's that seventh house of relationship. Matter of fact, I pulled the seven in here, and seven to me was the seven of cups. But seven of cups gonna give me that understanding. It's gonna still gonna give you a Cancer, maybe but also it's going to give you relationship too. So just imagine. So there's somebody that has that empath or unconditional love with that seventh house with relationships. But like I say, so this is the first card. It was the King of Pentacles right here, and then it's gonna have you about this right here. Gonna give you the eight, and this is the Ace of Hearts. It's gonna give you about some things that's going on. I'm gonna give that, and then also gonna give you this will be as a page right here, page of this will be as swords. Okay, so we time is still a Libra in here. Got communication in here. It's the communicate and how to communicate. But it's about wealth, and it's about the in between of your choices and how you're gonna make and what your choice is gonna be. So this here is gonna give you that. But understand about that A is always the beginning, right? Even though it's the present, it's about this right here. This is the main thing, it's the present. And the communications about it is on futures around. So you're dealing with the king here of this is Pentacles. And this one is swords. So it's going to tell you what it is. It's about a wealthy person that has the wealth on deciding what they want to do and to be and have a choice. But communication is going to come into that. You got to have some seven on that information I was saying earlier is number 7. Pentacles. Let me see what they said about 7 Pentacles. My understanding, and collective could be anything, but I'm just trying to find certain things to do stuff and just try to always have something to do instead of using the same thing, but it's still gonna be in the same energy. So it's talking about your hard work and reap rewards later. This is a long time as a game, and you may not see the imitate a result. Just imitate. It's like you're not within yourself is not able to see the results. You've done what you can now, and it's time to wait. Be patient for your payoff. So that's giving out the information with the 7 in here. So wealthy. This the door here. It's the king of wealth. So it's here. So this is for somebody masculine or feminine. So the door is here. So it's real quick. Then you got the right here. It's gonna give you some 10 swords here. So something that's in that fifth, like I said, here it is right here. That's that fifth in Leo. That's that 5th house, and you're dealing with these swords right here. Now that's the problem. Now this number 5th. That's like I said. It's about a teaching, influence what you're doing. And this is what's going on with that. That's legal. So no sword. Swords. That's like telling you. You got so many people. 7 and 10 on there. Like I said, relationships. Like I said, everything. Look at that. Now, I just started it out where it was going to be. I'm telling you, it is real out here with the influence. It's like to the point you like, it's a nasty spirit. It's wicked. And today is a good Friday. You want to start it with a good thing. We're at a time we know is we have all these spiritual gifts and what to do with it. All right, so I'm just saying influence is a strong, boy. And it's like you're trying to find peace. Let's see anything on top. Really, to be honest with you, let's get on this buzz feed on here. Buzz. And it's quick cards, 5 cards in there giving information what I was saying earlier. It's a lot of, that's 10 swords in somebody about relationships. So these cards here is the BuzzFeed Oracle cards. It's like we're dealing with has to do with the windfalls, LOL, OMG, giving you your past, present, and future. It's a deck, and it's like it's the environment. I like it too. It's giving nostalgia, give you environment, give you colors and animals. Good Friday. I feel it's good things. Wind is blowing, communication is here, sky, give it up. Meaning giving you the spiritual and the elements. This is what I'm hearing, the listeners. It's summer, it's Cancer, it's hot. You see those locusts. Birds. So it's wind. It's a light breeze. Not too strong. A cat and the environment. Oh man, I'm gonna do that. I see that card again. I'm not gonna use this one because I didn't. It's been the same thing. It's like you know that's intuition. I'm gonna say what it is, but it's like it's like either it's an intuition that's just really is blazing on that card for a reason. A lot of stuff can flip. Can't take it all. What's going on here? You know when the cards is flipped, there's a whole lot of them. Can't pull it out. Friday for you. You know when you got so many people, your sources is important. And some people, certain things and devices be pulling your energy devices. And then 5G come here and you like everything is faster, but Lord, your body don't. You got to have some type of break. Feeding the energy. You be around so many people that has empty and don't have the source, and they need somebody else to replenish, and you have to figure out how to keep yourself protection to keep yourself as grounded. You know, green things. That's why a lot of people eat a lot of salads, foliage, and because 5G gonna give you that energy. Why? So it's gonna give that energy. Now today may be greens and some soup. The way I feel like today. Don't eat it all. And give you more of the energy back. more you don't, the more power you get up. That's for somebody to resonate. And I'm not saying this for everybody that you. I don't always do the same thing over and over again, because I change a lot. Keep pulling your energy. Anyway, I was like, today was on the 9th, was on 28th, right? It had to do emotional stimulation. It had me come back all the way back to that the Henry, long time ago. I think I already done about that, about old Henry. And Henry was very emotional stimulation. He had plenty of women. He had a lot going on back in the day, in the 1500s. But it had a whole lot. It says right here, turning one's back to another, whether among. It said turning one's back to another. Turning one's back to another, whether among animals or humans, is the most direct way of expression of content. 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 All right. When I read the book about these kings, it had something to do with the women. And women, this lady, her name was, I think, Margaret. And I believe that she was like 60 years old. But she was a teacher. I'm telling you, long time, they was chopping heads out a long time ago. Chopping. And let me tell you, when you're dealing with all this, they was chopping heads a long time ago. The Indians was skinning heads back. The Wild Wild West, they was shooting guns here to there. They didn't care. They always had the guns, And all these cultures that we have done, people were doing all kinds of stuff. They were putting gas in them out. Just imagine all the things that happen up in this world. And these people work power and how they do things. And then now we're in illuminating time. And now everybody don't know what it is. Everybody's in mental. Mental is like, to me, it's like the norm. It's so many mental. If they ain't died or either they mental, which one is it? Somebody tell me. Because I'm telling you, it's a lot. Now you become as mental because of targeting, and now it's time to they want to put you in a dang cuckoo clock in a ward or something. Because the more you know, the more they want you to put you as mental, as clock, as cuckoo. It's like some loopy loop, So that means it's some serial loops, some tricks, like the tricks. For the cereal, that's the best cereal. I'm telling you about. I don't know which one. Cereal, I think that was the Tricks was the best cereal besides the cinnamon one. But I don't eat cereal like that no more. I like hot cereal. Okay, let's see. I don't know. We back at ball pen. So if we talking about that, it's like the same intuition is back in again. So if it's gonna be the same thing, I guess. Oh Lord, same thing. There we go. I'm just gonna go here. That's the second one. 5 cards on this end. Oh Lord. No. Yep, there we go. We got a cat, tornado, thunder, sunrise, past notes, Saturday morning cartoon. You don't need that for cereal. So I'm put just like that. So I don't even know what I'm gonna say. It's just there it is. And so you're dealing with an old cat. Old cat. You're dealing with a cat. Okay? A pinnacle at that. We're gonna be talking about it. There it go. Because I didn't know what I was gonna do to say today. I didn't know. But let's see what's going on in here. Cat, And it's gonna have to do with me. When I see that right here, this right here is the red and the animals. Whew. Red gonna give you that fire, gonna give you that yellow. So you're dealing with a power, and yellow gonna give you that Empress energy, red and yellow. So red and yellow, and you got to deal with these. I say, if you have any kind of anxiety, it's because of pulling your energy. It's gonna give you a neurotic and a compulsive and excited. Compulsive. So you're dealing with a cat. I mean, he a cat, all right, and a pinnacle and got money, and you dealing with a neurotic. You know, I'm telling you, neurotic. Yes, that's gonna give you that type of energy, and neutronic energy gonna give you neurotic energy, gonna give you that Neptune energy, and compulsive and exciting. Okay. Next one is a tornado. Seems like a tornado coming, and that's it. Okay, now the cat is in. Then pay attention in this. Who you messing with? The cat. But see, look at this. The cat is sitting up here. Now, is this what's another cat? Oh, you're dealing with a cat that has some type of music, and then the other cat is the blue is outside, right? And this particular cat is in the screen. Seem like it's like the screen is looking at somebody, another cat, and it's like they're looking through the screen. But this is a TV. Even the blue cat is looking at it as a TV as music. So it's got a lot of energy on here. Just look at it. It's funny, but it's a cat. Environment is coming. So you might be dealing with looking at what you doing. Are you looking at them like, y'all looking at each other, but through the screen? That's gonna give you the information right there. Rush, quick, and scramble. So, like I said, the energy is gonna give you forceful, rush, quick, and a scramble. You ain't talking about scrambled eggs. You understand what you're dealing with? So when you doing like this, you got choices to make on this. No cups. Okay, now giving you that you creating your opportunities, and you messing around with scrambled eggs and all the things that's going on with this rush and quick and scramble. Either somebody is like I said, you're dealing with a king, and you're dealing with that, and to understanding that you got happiness and bliss, opportunities abundant. That's what you're dealing with. You got to deal with a king, and with his neurotic and his Neptune energy. I mean, he has a lot. Neptune has to do a lot. To me, I'm gonna say it's a lot to do with the Mercury, and also can be in Pisces. You're dealing with a Pisces. So let me see. It's about your public and what you're doing. That's number two. Gonna give that presidential. We talking about you. So collective could be somebody you in the public and creating your pursuits, and you're dealing with a cat. Slide that. He's a cat. He's slick, very slick, and it's about you. And trying to keep you hidden and contained. That's his back in that same thing energy. So there it go again. But it's a tornado coming. OMG. And look what it says say. Fail. Fail. OMG. That is about you. They're trying to put you in that position for stuff to be falling. Let me tell you, when you don't if you constantly doing the same thing, what you doing with another person, the whole environment gonna fall. When you constantly when it's already been done. If it's been manifested, then someone's trying to come in with a quick, with different type of gifts. Like I said, it's like I started with the loopy loop that I told you to switch with, and I said something about that because with this illuminating of subconscious, it's only temporarily. It can't constantly do it. So it's a time for it. And the moon's here for them eclipses for a reason. And the planets is in the same line. So all the moons and phases for people are doing things for different things. And they know how to do that. That's why a lot of people don't know a lot about the subconscious. But some people already are know more how to do it to put you in that position. That's why you don't know why you in. That's why the dark time is for a reason. So you can understand it about it. But when you learned it not to harm other people, but to more to protect yourself about your abilities that you have, trying to stumble you, you know. The next one is, like I said, we're gonna talk about the thunder. Thunder's coming here, and that's about communication. That's that Libra, and Libra gonna be in that thunder. So somebody that has resonates with Libra in energy, and can be that air. So that can be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And it's about thunder, and it's the environment. So it's about warning, caution, alert. So that's communication. Because when you're dealing with warning and caution, alert, and you're dealing with a Libra, and that is a page. Communication, Libra, and a page too. Now page is also good. Now new, that's a new thing, but also page can be immature. You know. So to me, that's like the future anyway. But it's about the speaking. So if you're it's like the curious of mind and love to ask questions and learn new things, that you're a natural communicator. So these have the ability of communication influencing too, and ready to take the next and the step into share in your message with the world. So this is the point. You trying to share your world, share your information. I got a little Mary in there, and so Mary has to do with contrary, contrary what Mary did. Mary was is a very thing. It's a herb. Also gonna give you it's gonna give you a Capricorn. Gonna give you that energy of Taurus and Virgo. That's got to do with earthly matters, right? Also, it has communication. Maybe that's in the energy. Share my world is because of R&B. Don't give you that music. Still in the month of that, okay? Also give you the information about the lyrics that she speaks. It's always about relationships. It's up and down. It tells you about the bliss and what's really going on in the world. And it's always here. She's always talking now, and then she can be in the other. She can be in the positive, and then maybe she can be in here in the movie that she got a, like she right now she got Eveline on there, and I never knew nothing about it. And I thought, wow, I would never see her in that predicament. But I understand that Capricorn can do anything because of the gifts that we're being given, and Capricorn gonna give you that energy. So if that's a woman, it could be a woman in the energy. It could be what's going on. It could be, like I said, woman king. You know what I'm saying? The energy's here. So source is all around. Person, place, and thing. So it's my understanding could be that. Let's see anything else in here. Oh, it could be to the point that it's about expressing your truth and the public forum. They're trying to come against you about your communication that you're about to be in the world. That's somebody trying to stop it. So that's somebody that you like right now. Look at me. I put myself out here just to be, But I'm not giving the money or getting money to me in the 9 10. Some people just use it for my information and go take it and they make their money. So to the point that you always, I put myself in a position, but sometimes I don't never get the response back. And then you dealing with when you deal with people like that, the narcissistic of it, of the narvo, these are the people who want to see if you're receiving, because this is the type of people they're not in the path of unconditional love. They're only here to come against you and either 9 out of 10 stealing you, stealing, taking away from you, and taking them from themselves. See, but with that type of empath and knowing unconditional, just here because you're here to do what the purpose of being given, and you're not looking. You want them the receiving of it, but sometimes you are not gonna sit here and burn yourself for money and fall with a group, and then you put in a predicament that you can't even open your mouth to say nothing. Then you have to be controlled. So just imagine some people are not able to have all the money in the world, but they still can't really be what you normally do. You understand what type of vexing that is against, to have so much of power and have money and still not able to do what they need to do because they still control. But in a way, if you put yourself there, if we're not in that predicament, we still have control too. But theirs has another type of control that they have to do more than what you normally do. Just imagine how much we can vex each other and why things fall. Because they have to have somebody that's straight control and handler, and you doing your control that you normally do. But just imagine that they're not doing a lot of things that we normally do, that they can't. So you have to be, understand about what your gifts and how you sell yourself out too. If that resonates somebody. Let's get to the next. The next one is the environment, sunrise. So, sunrise. Still in the environment. We got 3 cards in environment and an animal. So that's telling you a whole lot. I try to do what I'm supposed to do and move on. I got things I need to do. I got a lot going on in my life. But it's not always about what I need to do. So this could be somebody, not just me. So sometimes I put myself in front so I can go and do what I need to do. Start beginning. It says start, begin, and activate. So now that's 1, 2, 3. That's that 4. The door is gonna tell you that sunrise. Sunrise. That's to the east or to the west. However, that's your business, not mine. I know I look at the east because that's the sunrise. It's gonna tell you what's going on. You see right here, and you see that in your sun. Hey, hey, hey! If you ever see something like that, that's telling you what to do. Telling you what to do. Start, begin, and activate. Because you're gonna need that, and that sun rises too. And you see those mountains right there, and let you know what's really going on. So that 4's gonna give you that right here. That 7 Pentacles. What you need to do. Yep. It's not the money now. The Pentacle gonna give you hard work, rewards later, long term, and you're gonna see the results too. Just be patient and wait, and payoff is gonna show you on that. Okay. Nostalgia occurring on passing notes. Passing notes. You know, a long time ago we had passing notes. Passing notes are gonna be in the church. Passing notes are gonna be in the classroom. And sometimes you need to pass some notes and some things in there, and your daddy didn't know you was in there sending out notes in the church, and then you knew who took the note. You mean you have different people that was watching in the aisle. They took that note and took it to your daddy, and you in there passing out notes to a boyfriend in there. You got in trouble. Yeah. And then the teacher then got it. You didn't send some things, and then they kept the note, gonna give it to your mother and your dad, and your mom and the dad. And the teacher gonna give it to, and you done got in trouble. You in there sliding the notes. Now, just giving the information. That's a little gamma in here. Give you some feminine energy. Somebody, all right. So Pass some notes. That's about teaching. Somebody is somebody can write, has an author or a poet, lyrics. Somebody, it's a feminine thing. Passing notes. Passing notes. Let's see. I like these cards. Some men I really do like it. Gossip, scandal, and rumors. 1980 or 1990? So yeah, got some of the rumors, scandal and gossip. So that's gonna be on that teaching, gossip, scandal, and rumors. And you know that's influence right now. So that's like that's the it's past SNL. That's like the best thing going. It's always to put somebody outside of they falling and knowing when they fall hard, and then the influence is in here teaching about each other, and we all the same in different ways, you know. And then it's like put it out here. Sometimes it's good to be out there, but also have a balance to let you know that we all, and how can we come around? Everybody gonna fall, and then everybody laugh. But see, you wonder why? Because behind the scenes, they doing that while in the environment is influences talking about another person, but then behind it, and they still doing against to the other because they're not saying it in the environment. Meaning they're not influencing to talk about it behind the scenes. They end up talking about the same thing. They just want to make sure that you are in a position that you're not able to, and they laugh at it behind the scenes. But then influencing, then you have the people out here talking about the other people. So you know what I'm saying? It's the same mess. It's just in conscious and subconscious. It's gossip about teaching, and these is always about it's the prophets. I'm telling you, and it gotta go all the way back, and it's gonna tell you about church, and it's gonna give you the information. It's the church is in the house. So is the teacher in the classroom, and you dealing with it with that fifth house of the Leo and the Empress. So it is a hotness. It's lit. It's like the lion portal. You know, it's real out here. Golly. Now I got and the next thing is Saturn energy is surround. So you know it's retro back into was it June 19th to I think that is November. So you got that eighth house in there. So but here Saturn is that, but Saturday morning cartoons. You know, Saturday morning is a blissful. It's to me, it's Friday and Saturday. To my understanding, my favorite. Friday and Saturday is my days. I love. That's my favorite. And Sundays too. So Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Those are the days I really love. So those weekends coming from, and this morning cartoons, as I said, has to do with cereal. Somebody likes cereal in the morning. So it gives you a carefree and an easygoing and a laid back. This what I'm saying right here. So that's what you're dealing with. So number 6 will be a relationship. So that could be a lover in here. You tied to something that like cartoons and cereal, right? In the morning. So you're dealing with that, or feminine that you may be tied to relationships, or somebody that you may be in a family, and then y'all may be it's maybe doing a weekend or a vacation or something. Maybe that tied to somebody, but it has to do with 6. It has to do with relationship. It'd be something in there. All right. So that means this weekend, a lot of things going on. Right now we got 4th of July coming in here. We just passed from June 19th, giving you music energy, and also gonna give you what's the 4th of July. That's the independence we're dealing with on the way. So all this all tied up in. So it's a lot of vacation and people moving around. You know what I'm saying? So all this, my understanding is that we're all tied to in. But let me say something about the churches and the teachers. It's the biggest thing because we need the new teachers. We need new ideas. We already went through all the other stuff. We want new, fresh. And when you're doing fish, it's like the filter fish. When you deal with Pisces energy, that's the old soul. You know what I'm saying? But with that old soul, give you that 12 grand of a cycle. Now we're finna have another 13 moon now. 13 now, we're gonna have 13 months now. Due to of transformation. That means things that death and beginning of transform new things. So that means new ideas and you're dealing with it's anything because this ain't I gave lots of information. It's kind of like what's going on. I done gave everything. Tornado, thunder, and sunrise. That's give you the environment. The animal's gonna give you that cat, and like I said, behind the screen, you're dealing with that one behind too. Like I said, weapon behind with screen is gonna be the one giving the gun. Now give you the information, is targeting. So to each two ones, these two cats. We're going through the blues and the red. I think orange. Orange gonna give you that chakra energy, and that's gonna be the stomach. So be careful of your stomach and what you're doing. If it's food or somebody pulling your energy. Everybody is all together. And when I see that and when I'm talking, then somebody's trying to stop my what I speech is going on. That's why there's so many people here. I think that's it. Let me see if I do one more. And I'm gone right here. I ain't got time. I got things to do my own stuff. Once I be doing. Oh, I forgot about it. It says artificial. Artificial has perceptions. And that's what we're doing with our influence and what we do. Give you a lot of former and the maker and about your speech. And it's like the human intelligence such as visual guide, perception, speech, and reconnection. That's recognition. There it is, the D, separation of decision making and language is translation or translation. However, it's all about speech. And let me tell you, a long time ago, they was cutting people out, chopping heads back in the day in 1500, honey. I'm so sorry. Just to tell you how every culture was about the teaching and the women and influence and stuff. I'd be like, hey, you come through one, you should be blessed and make sure the woman is always taken care of, regardless if she is not with a man or not. Take care of the women and take care of the men, and especially the boy that don't have nobody. And that's how I am. I'm with for relationships, and that's when I am. I'm gonna give out information I'm supposed to. I'm imbalancing of the tempers of things. See what else here. Ooh. There is a clairvoyant. And clairvoyance is associated with your third eye. The eye that sees the spiritual world. If you see our eras and called auras, or can describe your childhood imaginary friends' clothing, and the clairvoyance is the tool you use to make sense of the information you're getting from the unseen world. We're talking about this. What we're dealing with. This here is the psychabilities of clairvoyance, and this is all abilities that we're dealing in because these are being given, and you're dealing with some other people are vexing each other, and that's why it's so influenced. It's so much going on here. So there it is. I'm gonna give you advice on this one here. It says examine yourself I call it periodically or periodically. I call it periodically or periodically, however. Is questions of your views. Listen to others and loosen up a bit. Never underestimate your opponent and admit weakness with appropriate. Above all, find your spiritual path and keep on it. So that's someone else collecting. So there it is. I never know how I just go. I don't know how it's gonna be. So that's for somebody. Good Friday is good. Make the best thing of it. And people that are around with this, your opponent that you're dealing with, crafty, you know. But my time like this, I always, if you fall together, then we all the same thing. Then nobody wins. Meaning if a person is putting that energy, you can act just like them because you're able to, because it's a war. And then if it's a war, then who's gonna win? Nobody. And then you're the same predicament and not gonna win until somebody has to ease up and let cut and let another freedom. That's how I see it. It's the only way it's gonna be. Because if they already won, then why they messing with you? Sometimes you have to understand what you're dealing with. Because if they still messing with you, then they ain't won nothing. You won. And that's why they coming for you. Y'all have a good day, y'all. This weekend, I don't know if I'll come back and see another one here or not, if anybody, but I'm just saying. Life is something. Make the best of it. Y'all have a wonderful day.